Hello! Thank you so much for tuning in to the second episode of Jade of Trades. My name is Chris Pons. My pronouns are they and she. Maybe I'll edit some text in there. I don't know. I do want to give you a little bit of a backstory about Breaking Down the Bop. Breaking Down the Bop was a podcast that I did in 2018, actually. I would make a playlist of about 10 songs and break down the lyrics and talk about them. But Breaking Down the Bop, this segment the name is really just an homage to the first podcast I ever did. And the first, honestly, project that I did solo, like before I did the magazine Immersed and stuff. If you don't know me, I'll talk about that another time maybe. But before I did pretty much anything besides like freelance photography, I guess that was the first big venture I ever did, as in Raptured Media Company. But anyways, not the point. It's my distracted. I'm easily distracted. That's what I'm trying to say. Breaking Down the Bop, the name is an homage to the podcast, but it's very different. I guess I'll pick some songs and maybe put them on a playlist and tell you just songs of maybe a certain vibe. Maybe I think these are 5 songs that I like to drive around and listen to, or maybe this is 7 songs that make me feel lucky. I don't know. But today, maybe I'll review an album. Today, I'm reviewing an album. Kind of reviewing, kind of giving you a little gist, pushing you to go listen to it, support women. No underground artist today. I figured I'd go for a bigger name because it's a new album that I want to hear someone talk about. It. Clairo, our girl, our dreamy bedroom pop vibey indie queen. She's come out with a new album for the first time since 2019. We've gotten a single, so now we have the full-length album. It is called Sling. Just came out a few days ago. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a lot different than what we normally hear from her. It's very instrumental. We get some various instruments. I honestly should just Google what all instruments she used, because we got some good stuff in there. I'm really excited about it. So one that I really liked was Joni. There's a really long instrumental in there with several different instruments. Mostly piano is clearly primary, but there's some fun, different stuff going on in there. So any instrumental fans or musicians or people that care about maybe just experimental sounds, I think you should give Joni a shot, but give the album a shot as well. My personal favorite song was Partridge. I think it's a good mesh of what her sound used to be like and what it is now. I think it's a good meet between... I think we all expected Pretty Girl to be the way that was her image, but I think actually we see like To Hold You? Yeah, that's To Hold You, one of her first singles. Like, I think we can listen to that and see that where she started is kind of more where she is now, in like a more well-rounded sense than when she was with Pretty Girl. Because Pretty Girl, I think all the songs are pretty indie pop, bedroom pop, like upbeat kind of tempo, and all of her other stuff, including Immunity, is pretty sultry and smooth and calm, and you kind of want to just like ride your bike listening to it. Really excited about it. So I think you should give it a shot, especially if you're a musician and you care about the instrumental part more than the lyrics of a song. The lyrics are great as well. But I just think that's kind of what I got out of it as someone who really cares about. I'm just really on an instrumental kick. So I really appreciated the album. I think it was very, as the kids say, chef's kiss. So further than that, we have another segment. But before that, I made cold brew. If you care about coffee, I'm a cold brew connoisseur, so I'm pretty proud of how it tastes. Cheers. So the next thing I want to talk about is going to be how how men make us feel, they make us kind of doubt ourselves and make us feel bad for things that we like. And I think that's really fucking stupid, you know? I was trying not to cuss to get my points across, but that one just kind of happened. And I'm just gonna say that I think ever since I was a little girl, for me, I think I've always kind of noticed the dynamic of liking something that is typically a manly thing to like, and liking something that might be, might make you a tomboy, or, oh, that's for guys. Girls can't like that. Also goes hand in hand with the idea of, like, girls aren't funny. You think half the population, 51% of humankind isn't funny? I don't understand why men have this in their brain that 49% of the world is elevated somehow, because we all have human functioning brains. So it just doesn't make sense to me. But I did put on my, like, personal Instagram, what are things that you do that you're passionate about that men have made you feel stupid for? And I answered like 10 of them, but I got a ridiculous amount of people in my DMs telling me things that maybe it's just the color pink. Maybe it's just liking the color pink, but also, like, I think we can see in the world that men have made us feel so bad for liking things like video games or skateboarding. For me, like, growing up, I loved skating, and I feel like it was always, she just skates for guys' attention. She just skates because she wants to be around the boys. She wants them to think she's hot. No, I literally don't care. I just thought it was fun, and I like the adrenaline. And there's not many things in life that I can say I like the adrenaline to. I hate roller coasters. Skateboarding is my adrenaline junkie fix, you know? So, like, that was just a passion for me that a lot of people nitpicked and made me feel bad for, to the point where I just didn't do it anymore, because I just felt like, I don't know. And that's my own problem. I promise. Me not skating is my own problem from that point. The fact that I let people make me feel so bad for it. But also, I'm just trying to point out, like, there's a problem where so many women and non-binary folk that just don't feel like they are included in whole industries. It's the same way that we make black people feel like they can be nothing but a rapper or a baller. You know, like, that's not fair, and I think that we all have more to our existence than that. So I just wanted to, like, call out some things. It was supposed to be funny, but then it got not funny real quick. So some of the things that I noticed in my life, and some of the things that people told me in the Instagram story that I also relate to, like how women aren't funny, or women aren't allowed to work in medical professions, or be serious journalists, or be stand-up comedians, or make music. Red flag in my life that I completely ignored as a 17-year-old. My ex-boyfriend once told me he didn't listen to female artists. He just saw no appeal. What a sad, boring life to not care about any music made by a woman. What a sad music knowledge you have. It just blows my mind. And then another one was, one of my old coworkers swiped up and said that people doubt her making cocktails. You hear that women are supposed to be front of the house, but then when they are front of the house, they don't know what they're doing because they can't be a bartender, they're only a server. Or when they are a server, they have no knowledge. The chef has to be a man. It just doesn't, that's another thing I've always thought of. Since I was like a little girl, I've always thought about how chefs are men. Chefs are always like pictured to be male figures, but at the same time at home, women cook. And then when a woman is a chef, it's like, oh my God, you're not the sous chef? You're not the prep cook? No, I run this shit. I'm the one cooking your meals at home. Why do you think I'm not able to cook delicate meals in a restaurant atmosphere? It just doesn't make any sense to me, and it always goes back to, we're too emotional. We're too emotional to work. I just wanted to just shed some light on some things, I think. Feeling a little spicy, so. I don't know if you've watched. If you're still watching, I'm very impressed with you. Thank you for listening to my rant. I think it also. I'm gonna keep going. It also ties in with like women, like fat women being ridiculed by men for being lazy, and they do it to themselves, and they're just unhealthy, and their obesity is on them, and it's disgusting, and blah, 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 and all these comments you see and hear on the internet and in person. You hear them in real life. I don't know if anyone knows, but, like, you hear them in real life. Whether you're 300 pounds or 150 pounds, you're going to get ridiculed. And it's just ridiculous to me. But then at the same time, like, I had women in my DMs yesterday with the question also saying that they got ridiculed for going to the gym or wanting to work out or take a boxing class or learn karate or, run track. Like, I just don't understand how when you watch sports, you actually see women are most of the time better. So I feel like that goes back to just men feeling like, not inferior, but feeling intimidated. And if someone is intimidated by you, that is their fault. Not your fault. You are not, no. That's not something you should ever feel bad for if someone feels intimidated by you and your success or your talent or your skill. I'll end it there. That's the end of that segment. I hope you have enjoyed listening. Yeah. The next segment was gonna be, I was gonna do a politicked off, but I think that segment that was supposed to be funny kind of turned into politicked off. So I will go ahead and wrap it up there. I hope you have enjoyed our 15 minutes together listening to me rant and spill the hot boiling tea about how enraged men make me feel sometimes. Welcome to Jade of Charades. We'll be doing stuff different every week, so thank you for tuning in, and I will not apologize for getting heated. I will just say that next week I do have an interview with a talented artist to be announced on Wednesday. I am so excited for you to meet her and hear about her life, and I will talk to you on Monday. And comment below if you have any questions you want me to talk about, or maybe something that a man has made you feel inferior for, or made you doubt your passion about. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and keep kicking ass, because you're a badass woman. Or them. Whatever. You're a badass person. And you have so much light and darkness inside of you. And I'm just proud of you every day for going out and harmonizing that shit. You're fucking killing it. Have a great day.